Hello everyone, my name is Solar and this is CAD EM channel. This lecture is about simulation of loss from casting. So first thing first, we need to model the geometry of our simulation, and as always I'm using SolidWorks for this purpose. So let's create a new part. I'm gonna start on front plane and sketch a rectangle. So this rectangle is my foam. I'm gonna go with 20 millimeter and 80 millimeter, and also I'm going to extrude it for 40. Okay, the first point and first note about simulation of loss from casting is that you need to be aware that you must not merge the end of the runner to the foam part. Okay, so when you're extruding your runner, be aware that tick off your merge result, because we want two separated parts, as now I have two separated parts, and this is very important to be aware of your merging result thick to be off. Okay, let's continue our modeling. Okay, everything is good. I have two separated parts, as you can see. This is very important. I'm going to sketch a rectangle on this surface because I'm going to loft it to a circle, and I'm going to use this as the end of my runner. So let's create this reference plane and sketch a circle on this reference plane center-wise to my rectangle. So set it to 40, and also I'm gonna loft it with this rectangle. Okay, everything is set and fine. I'm going to move to the assembly part, and I'm gonna say part because I want to create my model, so my mold, sorry. Okay, I'm going to assembly, get a new part, and I'm going to start the sketch of this part from this surface. I'm going to create a rectangle, choose the midpoint with this horizontal. Okay, and let's set some dimensions. 180, it would be good to have it 90, and I'm gonna extrude boss it on the other direction for, I think, 140 would be enough. Good. Okay, the geometry is clear and fully defined. Let's just create our cavity. Let's go to features and cavity command. I'm gonna choose part 1 and done. Everything is cool. Let's just suppress these items and start saving our files. This is mold. I wanted in step type file. Okay, let's do the same thing for the other elements of our geometry. Okay, I'm gonna suppress the themes. Okay, this is going to be my foam, so foam step. Good. And also I'm going to hide it and save the runner. Okay, save this as step file and with the name of runner. Okay, everything is finished, so let's move to the simulation part. Okay, for the simulation parts we need to create a new file. I'm using Visual Cast or Visual Mesh with this version. Okay, let's create a new file. Make sure you're on the mesh application. Go to file menu, append, select all of your models. Okay, so now we need to check our geometry. No problem identified. Okay, let's assemble it. Okay, everything's cool. Go to 2D mesh for the surface mesh applying process. Let's see. Okay, everything is good. 2D mesh is applied. Okay, we need to now check our 2D mesh. Okay, surface mesh is okay. So the next step is to create our volume mesh. Okay, volume elements have been created without any problems, as you can see. Okay, we have nothing to do here, and now we can move to the next step of our simulation. The next step in our simulation is the CAST part of applications. So at the first stage, the ESI ProCAST software asks you to choose or change the direction of the gravity vector. So I'm not going to change it. I'm okay with -z. So let's move to the volume manager, where we define the material and the type of volumes with initial temperatures and their filling percentage. Okay, let's change the names. Firstly, foam. The second would be mold. Sorry. The third would be runner. Okay, let's assign the types, which is foam, mold, and also alloy. The material types is again foam. It's gonna go with permeable sand foam. Okay, and it would be a magnesium alloy in this case. Okay, note that you need to change the filling percentage of foam to 100 because it's actually already in our mold at the initial stage of the simulation. Define some initial temperatures. I'm gonna go with 17 and 560. Okay, apply it. Cool. Let's move to interface. For the mold foam, we're gonna go with King and a 500 class of edge. Also for mold and runner, we're going the same. And the note is that for the foam runner interface, despite the difference in materials, we are not going to change it to King, and we continue with a quiv because it's a loss from casting process. So apply it. Okay, let's move to the boundary condition step, or the process condition manager, which actually we assign our boundary conditions. Okay, I'm gonna change it to this type. So I start with a heat boundary condition. Let's choose the region, which is external mold. Okay, and let's add pressure to the external mold. Okay, with 1 bar from the public. Okay, I just forgotten to add air cooling for this boundary condition. Okay, let's add another pressure because I want to help the molten metal to feel the cavity of the mold and the foam. So we apply another pressure for the external runner, as you can see. Okay, and I'm gonna add 1.02 bar from where I defined this boundary condition. And again, I'm gonna add a temperature for my molten metal, again to external runner, for 60, let's see, okay, for 750 centigrade. Okay, apply it, everything is good. So the next thing is to go to simulation parameters, set it as lost form casting. Okay, apply. Let's check the data. As you see, there's a warning in the data check process, which it's okay to see it because we doesn't change the interface condition of foam and runner as we want to do the loss from casting simulation. So it is okay, and there is no concern about this warning. Okay, let's start the simulation and see the results. Okay, let's head to the results just by going to applications menu and choosing viewer. Okay, this is the result of our casting. From this explore tab, you can eliminate different parts of your simulation, but I just want to eliminate the mold part. Okay, if it was a gravity casting, let me go a bit further. Okay, if it was a gravity casting, you would expect that the molten metal starts to feel the mold from the bottom up to the top and then lose the temperature and start to solidifying. But let's see what is the difference between lost form casting and the gravity casting. This is the difference between these two type of casting. As you can see, step by step the foam starts to evaporate from the cavity and the molten metal fills its place continuously. Let's see what's happening. Okay, very nice simulation. As you can see, the foams are evaporating and the molten metal are filling the mold. So very nice. Let's update it. Okay, it seems that the simulation doesn't finished and it's running. So hope you enjoy this simulation and tell me about your questions. Do not hesitate on asking your questions through LinkedIn, comments, or even sending emails. And have a nice day. I hope you enjoy this simulation.